Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the world won't clap for you. Sometimes no one will walk beside you, and that's okay. Strength is built in silence. Courage grows in solitude, and dreams bloom when you dare to do it alone. True strength comes from self-reliance, and it often reveals itself in moments when you least expect it. Life will not always provide a cheering crowd or a helping hand, and in those times the temptation to wait for someone's support can be strong. But the truth is, you were created with everything you need to stand tall, even when the road feels unbearably lonely. When there is no one beside you to encourage your next step, it becomes a test of your inner faith and a chance to discover just how much power lies within your own heart. Self-reliance is not about rejecting help when it comes, but about understanding that your progress cannot be dependent on the presence or absence of others. It is about taking responsibility for your path, your actions, and your dreams, without waiting for external validation to tell you that you are capable. Every time you push forward alone, you are not just moving closer to your goal. You are building an unshakable foundation of resilience that will serve you for a lifetime. You begin to realize that the approval of others is fleeting, but the confidence you create in yourself is lasting. In solitude, your mind learns to navigate challenges with creativity. Your heart learns to endure without constant reassurance, and your soul learns the art of perseverance. Self-reliance is not born from comfort, but from the fires of struggle and the courage to keep going when every voice tells you to stop. You may not have the resources others have. You may not have the guidance you wish for, but you have the ability to start where you are, with what you have, and to create something extraordinary out of it. When you embrace self-reliance, you stop seeking permission to live your life and start writing your own story. It is in those moments, when you choose to rely on your own willpower, that you truly discover your strength. You realize that you are not powerless without company. In fact, you might be even stronger because you have learned to carry yourself. The storms that once threatened to break you now become training grounds for your endurance. The silence that once felt empty now becomes a space for clarity and vision. You no longer see the absence of support as a barrier, but as a blank canvas on which you can paint the life you want. Every small victory you achieve alone becomes proof that you are capable of far more than you ever believed. Self-reliance is the quiet yet powerful force that turns doubts into determination, setbacks into stepping stones, and loneliness into liberation. Solitude is not a weakness, but a powerful space for growth, and it is in this space that the mind, heart, and spirit find their truest strength. When you are alone, the noise of the world begins to fade, and in that silence, you can hear the sound of your own thoughts without interruption. It is in solitude that clarity emerges, showing you what truly matters and what is merely a distraction. Many people fear being alone because they associate it with emptiness. But the reality is that solitude is a fertile ground where dreams can take root without being trampled by doubt or outside influence. In this space, you are free from the expectations of others, free to move at your own pace, and free to shape your life without compromise. It is here that you learn to trust your instincts, to listen to your inner voice, and to take bold steps toward your vision. Solitude teaches discipline because there is no one else to push you forward. You must become your own motivator, your own coach, and your own cheerleader. It teaches patience because growth in isolation is slow but deeply transformative. You discover the depth of your resilience when you face challenges without leaning on others for constant guidance or reassurance. You learn to stand firmly in your beliefs because no external influence is shaping them for you. When you are alone, your focus sharpens, distractions fade, and you find yourself pouring all your energy into the goals that truly matter. This undivided attention allows you to make progress that feels authentic and aligned with who you are. It is in these moments that creativity often flourishes, because you have the mental space to explore new ideas without fearing judgment. The solitude you once feared becomes a trusted companion, one that gives you room to breathe, to reflect, and to grow. You begin to understand that you are not dependent on the presence of others to feel whole, and this realization is profoundly liberating. Solitude shapes your character, strengthens your decision-making, and builds a deep well of inner peace that no external circumstance can easily shake. It is in this sacred space that your dreams have the chance to mature, to become stronger, and to withstand the storms that will inevitably come. In solitude, you don't just find yourself, you build yourself, piece by piece, choice, until you become someone who can stand confidently in the world. Not because you were never alone, but because you learned how to thrive there. In the end, whether you walk with a crowd or take each step in silence, your strength is defined by your ability to move forward without waiting for someone to lead the way. Doing it alone is not a sign of weakness, but a declaration of courage, independence, and self-belief that turns solitude into your greatest ally.